YouTube? Back with another for your mother. You guys see what time it is? You guys see what time it is? Aries astrology. I promise you guys part 2. And this is about Aries parenting. So let's get right into the video. Obviously Aries thinks that we are the best. Well, I guess we know that we are the best, Aries, and in everything we do, and this also includes parenting. Like I always Google and look up things. So I'm going to read a few things that I come across. It says Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. We already knew this. Making this mom a natural leader with instincts of a general. That means she's good at corralling and won't step down from a fight. Whether the Aries mother has 1 child or 12, she will keep her little ones in line while respecting their ability to stand on their own feet. Aries is one of the most independent signs of the zodiac. Then it goes on to say, you ever see a parent who seems to be in fear of their children a little bit? That's strange, but that is real life. You see those kids that's flipping out. Forget you, Mom. I don't care. I'm telling you, I'm going to do this. We don't know anything about that. You're not going to do that. Not with us. Not now, not never. All we have to pretty much do is give you a look. But we tend to have our children in line. For example, or, like if you go to a fast food restaurant or something, you say one more thing and we're out of here. You say, no. We're really out of here. I've done it. I try to steer away from eating too much fast food and things like that. But of course, imperfect human. We've all had fast food, things like that. We've all taken our children to fast food for the most part. And I remember our son having a temper tantrum. I said, let's go, wrap it up. I'm hungry. We'll eat at home. No, sir. You're not about to show your ass up in public like this. You got the wrong mom. I'm not that girl. He learned his lesson. He didn't do that again. Like, I'm not, if you do that one more time, you say that one more, no, let's go. We out of here, brother. And that's just that. Which sets the good tone for boundaries. Children know what they can and cannot do for the most part. Not to say kids are going to be kids. Kids are going to try to test you. Kids are going to try to try you. But for the most part, they'll know what's going on. It says, in our household, no means no. There's no pleading. There's no bargaining. There's no mincing words. Parents may look shocked when you march your screaming toddler off the playground or threaten to whoop them in the middle of the store, but we mean business. And listen, quick story time to intertwine in this. My son, he probably was only like, 6, 7, 5. I don't know, he was young, is the point. And we were at Bed Bath & Beyond. They have the sliding doors, go back and forth. And he come running through, because I already, said previously that he's selling the basketball. So he come running through, smacks the top of the sliding door so hard to the point that the glass wiggled up. Anything could have happened. The glass could have fell off the track. When I tell y'all, I took that boy in the bathroom and pulled out a cannon ass whooping. I grabbed him by his legs and flipped him upside down, meaning his head was dangling on the ground, and whap, pat, pat, pat. And my son's dramatic anyway, so he was already screaming before I touched him, but, he was within his rights because he knew I was about to go ham. Tore him up to the point that, a lady comes in the bathroom. She's like, is everything okay? I said, everything's fine in here. Do you want to be next? Ma'am, mind your business. Did you not see what he did? He could have been hurt. He could have died. Someone else could have been hurt. Could have been killed with all the glass and metal. We're all good over here. No. Don't step on my toes as a parenting. This is not what we are going to do, okay? But on the downside of that, you know, Aries moms, you know, we're so aggressive, and I've touched on that briefly, how some things I need to fall back on and you know, give a little calm, give a little peace, because I know that I can be aggressive, and I know that I can put an extra burden, you know, of high expectations on my child, and I don't, you know, want him to feel that, you know, he's not good enough or he's a disappointment or anything like that. Because it says, Aries mama should be careful that their fiery nature does not do more harm than good with their kids, because it is easy to lose our temper and to lash out and make our children feel inferior, which is never a goal of mine. Ever. But it also says that we are extremely confident in everything we do, which will trickle down to our kids. We'll always be that parent there, being the loudest, cheering our kids on at, you know, whatever it is that they're doing, regardless if it's a recital, if it's a basketball game, if it's a spelling bee, whatever. We are going to be the loudest mama. We are going to be cheering on. We are going to make signs. Listen, I will make signs. I will make t-shirts, whatever. I am always team my kid, period. You know, it says the fact that we're so, you know, vibrant and childlike at heart, because we are the first zodiac, but we are also very childlike. So that means that we will have an active lifestyle with our kids. I ain't too much on the active that much, you know, like I discussed briefly before. My son might want to play basketball with me and things, and I'm just like, ooh, I don't want to do that. I don't know how to play basketball. I never did. You know, I just did that to appease you, but that's not really my thing. You might want to find one of your little friends to play with, son. But we're still active, you know. We're very competitive. You know, we like to do other activities, like let's go race some go-karts. Let's go to the gun range. I cannot wait until my son is old enough to go to the gun range. Do you hear me? I am looking forward to the day that he is old enough to go to the gun range with me. I don't know if, well, let me rephrase that. Until he is old enough to shoot with me, because he has gone to the gun range with me, but, you know, obviously he just had the headphones on, and he was able to watch behind the glass. He wasn't able to come, you know, in the vicinity. I don't know if he necessarily likes it. Like I said, my son is so, like, timid a little bit and, like, laid back. So all the loud noise, because, you know, whenever you go to the gun range, it's a whole line of people. It's not just you in your own personal booth. So it's loud. When you let those shots off, it's loud. And he was just like, oh, you know, he was young. He was just like, oh, it's so loud, Mom, it's so loud. So I don't even know if that's something that he would want to do. But I'm looking forward to taking him, because you need to know how to protect yourself and protect your mom and your, you know, the rest of your family or whatever the case is. But yeah, you know, like, we'll do swimming. I love going to, like, water parks and things like that. Like, very active. You know, I might race with him one day if we're doing something. But I just don't like basketball. Maybe that's it. I just really don't like basketball. It's not my thing. I'm more of a football girl, but I'm not even really into that anymore with the whole, you know, NFL foolery. But yeah, we are our child's cheerleaders for sure. And I can only speak what I know. You know, I am an Aries parent, and my parent is an Aries. So, you know, I have it on both sides of the fence. My mom is definitely my biggest cheerleader. I can count on my mom for pretty much any and everything except babysitting. That's not my mom. My mom's not the old granny maid who's babysitting, you know, house full of kids. You're not dropping your kids off with my mom unless your kids are old enough to fend for themselves, potentially feed themselves, clothe themselves, bathe their, like, listen. My son was a baby. My mom would come and cuckoo caca for all of 5 minutes. Oh, that's cute. But, you know, holla at me when he's potty trained and, you know, ready to go. My mom is not, she's not doing the baby thing. Obviously, that wasn't her thing. She only had me. She didn't have a house full of babies. So, but yeah, my mom's always my biggest cheerleader. She will help me in whatever. She will support me in whatever, as long as I'm not hurting myself or my child. She gives me her 100%, support. She will curse anybody's name in regards to me. She spreads love and positivity. She prays for me. That's very, very important. Prays for me all the time. Prays for me. Prays with me. Prays over me. So yeah, Aries parents are very, very passionate in our parenting. Just like we're very passionate in life with other things we do, we are very passionate in our parenting as well. And we are very protective in our parenting as well. Another story time that I can intertwine into here. I recall when my son, he was still in elementary. He was, a little bit young. When I say I literally just stopped taking my son to school in high school, like I'm such a scary mom. Like, so I'm taking if I have to be late for work, whatever, if I have to change my schedule around to make sure that I take my son to school, that's what I'm doing. Take my son to the bus stop rather. So anyway, where we live, conveniently, our house was right here, the bus stop was right here. So all we had to do was boop, boop, step down off our stoop and cross the street. So, I'm always giving my son encouraging words, make sure he had breakfast so he has his morning fuel, he's ready to go. That's another thing I do that my friends tease me about. I'll get up before my shift and before son's school and make him breakfast because I want to make sure that my son has his brain food. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and you need that to function throughout the day. Yeah, I'm sorry. Back to what I was saying. So anyway, he's all happy. We're playing before his bus comes. He get on his bus, smiley, because that's how I send my child to school. Smiley. Even if I have, like an argument with him, more so now than then, and he's upset, I try to smooth things over because I do not want him carrying that negative weight throughout the day, because that will affect anybody. If you're upset and you go to work or you go to school, you don't want to be bothered. So there's a such thing as fighting fair or arguing or whatever the case is, even when it comes to children. But again, I'm sorry, I got off my point. So, sit on the school, happy, smiley. School's over. This particular day, I didn't have work. School's over. I'm, there to greet him because for the most part, I wasn't home in time for him to get off the school bus. So my mom would be the one to get him, and then, I would come home shortly after. But it's me because I'm off of work. So he gets off the bus and frowned up. Why is my baby frowning? Baby, I jumped on that school, like the school bus driver, the door was, excuse me, I jumped on that school bus, got on that bus, cursed all the kids out. I said, I don't know what's going on, but for some reason my son is it was inappropriate looking back because I threatened people's kids. I said, I don't want to have to put my hands on nobody's child, but I will all about this one here. And y'all see where we live, because like I said, it was literally an eye shot. Like, you can't miss it. Y'all see where we live. If y'all mammies have a problem, tell them to come down to the corner. I'll be right there in my usual post, as I do. Like, I went off. Do you hear me? The bus driver, she's like, and at the time, RIP to the bus driver, because he ended up getting killed. So sad. Black man. But he knew my son's dad, right? So I done laid all the kids out, threatening them. I didn't curse at the kids because I already said before I don't curse at kids. But I cursed them out, without the curse words. I went off, because I'm not understanding. I sent my son to school with a smile on his face while he's coming home frowned up. That is a problem for me as a mother. Were y'all bothering him? Were y'all picking on him? Were y'all teasing? No, not my child. I don't know about nobody else's, but not mine. You can hear a pin drop on the bus. They're like, I think one little girl was like, no, I don't care. Like, I cut her off. I didn't even give her a chance to explain. All I know is that my child is frowning, and now I'm upset. Only reason I let the bus driver have it is because he let me on the bus and he was literally zip shut, okay? So I thought, but then I got a call later from my son's dad. Was like, what happened today? I done forgot all about that because that's one thing about Aries, like we're so quick-tempered, we will snap out. We will be angry, like boiling. But then after we get it off our chest, because we're the type of people, like we are confrontational, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. That is what helps us be able to breathe easy. The fact that we will confront you, and it doesn't even have to be in a hostile way, but it just means like we need to get things off of our chest. Like, you know, there are some people who they'll be so angry, but they'll hold it inside and let it fester, and then they explode. No, we can't live like that. We would die. We will die. We will literally die. We will get physically ill. Like, it does something to us, so we have to get it out. So like I said, I had forgot that happened. That was how much earlier in the day. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you know what I'm talking about. I'm really on the phone lost. Like, no, what happened? Fill me in. Did I miss something? You know, he's like, oh, you can't be getting on the, I was like, oh, yes I can. I absolutely can. If my child, me when I'm talking to his dad, talking about mine. If my child, he was like, oh my God. He was like, you could have got in trouble. You know what I mean? That's dangerous. What if one of their moms come? I said, and what's up? Let them come. I don't care. I hope they do come. Because obviously I need to talk to them about raising their child a little bit better so their child's not a bully. So then he goes to tell me the story that he heard. What had happened was allegedly, because the bus driver called and was like, yo, your baby mom crazy. She done jumped on the bus down. It's like, now what actually happened was, y'all son had fell asleep on the bus, and right before, you know, it was to stop, they were waking him up, but they were saying little silly stuff like, get up, sleepyhead, you always sleep or something. You know, he was upset that they woke him up, that they was, so they was calling him names. He was like, my son's dad was like, never mind, don't jump on the bus no more. Like, period. Because if that was a different bus driver, if he didn't know me, he would have reported you and you could have got in trouble. And I had talked to my mom about the story. My mom is a school police officer, not a security guard. Big difference. Huge difference. No shade to the security guards, but my mom is a police, school police. You know, like you see university police, city police. There used to be housing police. She's a school police officer. So I tell her about the story. My mom instantly goes off like, you cannot be jumping on the bus. That is an offense. You can get arrested. Like, she's going off. I was like, well, I don't care. Like, she was like, yes, you do care. You need to care. You cannot be jumping on the bus with these children. You do not have authorization to be on the bus, number one, and then to threaten people's children. You cannot do that. Do not do, like my mom snapped out. Do not do that. I'll be the one coming to arrest you for jumping on the bus. I'm like, I don't want to get arrested. Exactly. Don't jump on the bus. Don't jump on the bus with the children. So I was like, okay. And then what made the situation even worse, I was so like ratchet Medea style that day. Like I said, I didn't go to work. So I had on a scarf. It was either a headscarf or a bonnet. I had on a big robe. I mean, looking ghetto. What's going, you know, like them ghetto project moms. The only difference is I wasn't sticking the tongue out, pointing the fingers, and I wasn't cursing. But I might as well have been, because that's how ratchet, looking back, you know, it went. And then another thing my son's dad pointed out, he was like, if you're constantly fighting his battles, how is he going to learn to defend himself? He said, first of all, everybody on the bus loves him. Like, they're his homies, you know, like he's friends with them, which my son was. That's why I was even more shocked, like, why is my son frowning? He was like, but the fact that you're, you know, getting on there harassing him, you know, that might make them not want to say anything to him, because now they're nervous that, you know, his mommy is going to come and save the day. And it's like, I'm not raising no punk. My son is not going to be scared to stand up for himself. I was like, whatever. I'm going to try, but I cannot say for 100% sure that I won't jump on the bus again if something goes down. Like, thank the Lord that I don't have to deal with this. But if I had to deal with bullying and my son getting into fights and all of that, I think that I would be that mom that is out there fighting in the streets with her child. There's no way that I can get wind of somebody messing with my child, even now. And he is a teenager, and I just know you're not about to play with my seed. I'm sorry. Not this little human that developed and grew and I nurtured and was in my womb. I'm singing to and I'm reading stories and I birthed him naturally. No epidural, no nothing. And I breastfed. Like, you just, I don't know. You're not about to play with my seed. Period. I don't know. See, we are so protective over our children. I mean, I'm sure there are rare cases where that's not the case. But for the most part, Aries parents are extremely protective, will go to war with God about our kids, just to give an exaggerated, explanation. But, I think I got off task. I'm sorry. Telling you guys about an Aries parent. I'm pretty sure I covered everything. We're aggressive. We're passionate. There's nothing that we won't do. We will go above and beyond for our child. We just have to reel it back in and work on being the overbearing parent, which I am most definitely the overbearing parent, or at least I have been in the past. I'm working on that. But anyway, before this video gets any longer than it has to be, because I'm such a chatty Cathy, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up if you did, or a thumbs down if you didn't care for it, if you cannot relate, if you're not a parent, or if you're not as aggressive and loving and caring as me, whatever. Share with your friends, your family, those you know, those you don't know. Comment. And be sure to subscribe. And until next time, bye. But thank you again so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, you comment, most definitely subscribe, and share. Until next time.